Hey everybody! Today we're going to talk about a bunch of things, but mainly YieldMax Group 2 declarations this morning, ex-date tomorrow, payday Friday, and you're not going to believe this. We'll just start from the top. Abney, their Airbnb covered call strategy. I did adjust this because they did split a 1 for 5. So I took the last two distributions. Let me zoom. Yeah, we're zoomed. I hope you can see that. Let me move this ribbon here. So I'm looking up here. So 2 weeks ago, it was 10 cents. I multiply by 5 to account for the split. And then 9 cents, I multiply by 5 to account for the split. And then today, declaration of 42 cents. So I mean they're keeping up with the splits. The average is now 47 cents, and that's a 55% yield. AIYY did a 1 for 10 split. And this is where it gets interesting. And you'll see this on a bunch of these funds. 2 cents, 2 cents, which are basically 26 cents, 27 cents. Today, 37 cents. So the average is now 30 cents, 81% yield on AIYY. AMDY, no split. They do split a 1 for 5 next week. There's 3 of them. AMDY is one of them. So we'll adjust those as we get to it. But they went from 10 cents to 15 cents. 97% yield based on the last 3 and the current price. AMZ, no split. 8 cents, 8 cents. Today, 19 cents. You feel like it's a split, reverse split declaration, but it's not. 45% yield. Apley, 9 cents, 6 cents, 11 cents, 34% yield. Babo, 12 cents, 13 cents, 23 cents. That's a 59% yield. BRKC on Berkshire, 24 cents, 16 cents, 26 cents today was the declaration. That's a 25% yield. Coney, that's a splitter, 1 for 10. So 6 cents, 6.3 cents is 63 cents. 6.5 cents, 65 cents. Today, $1.13. Almost double what they've been paying. So they're now averaging 81 cents based on those, adjustments. 72% yield. Serco, no split needed. 51 cents, 45 cents, 60 cents. Again, you're going to see a lot of these are up. So that's a 53-cent average, 108% yield. Crash, that's a 1 for 10 splitter. Adjusted for the split, we got, what's that? 59 cents, 45 cents, 33 cents. So down. But the market's up. So Crash is an inverse fund on Tesla. So Tesla, we expect to do well. They split also. We'll get to them. But we're at an 85% yield on Crash. Carvani, 56 cents, 41 cents, now 88 cents. More than double the last one. 88% yield. Dips did a 1 for 10 split. So adjusted for that, 54 cents. $1.24, is that right? And then 75 cents. I'm just doing math in my head. I'm not very good at it. But anyway, 85-cent average, 80% yield on dips. Dizzo on Disney, 6 cents, 9 cents, 14 cents today, 44% yield. Dre on DraftKings, 54 cents, 55 cents, 67 cents, 95% yield based on the average of those 3. Phoebe on Facebook or Meta, 9 cents, 8 cents, 25 cents. Again, triple. So they're 57% yield. Fiat is the winner of YieldMax based on the average of the last 3 distributions and the current price. They did do a 1 for 10 split. So we're at 67 cents, 68 cents, 39 cents, 116% yield. GDXY, 20 cents, 12 cents, 31 cents. 68% yield. Gamey on GameStop, 51 cents, 51 cents, $1.16. Not a splitter. 84% yield. And that's why I don't go with just one distribution to calculate the yield, because they do this. Sometimes they're flukes, sometimes they're not, but I like to take the last 3 and it kind of smooths it out a little bit. GUI on Google, 9 cents, 22 cents, 25 cents, trending up, 65% yield. I'm very bullish on Google. HIYY on Hims and Hers, 63 cents, 52 cents, 67 cents, 113% yield. Hui on Robinhood, 79 cents, 73 cents, and now $1.32, 90% yield. Jitmo on JP Morgan, 7 cents, 8 cents, 19 cents. Again, these are you're seeing the trend here. They're paying more than they have been. 37% yield on Jitmo. Maro, 21 cents, 19 cents, 24 cents, 111% yield. Murney, and again, I didn't average the last 3 in the past and got Murney because they had just a massive payment, so I bought it. Anyway, they did a 1 for 10 split, so we're looking at 25 cents, 23 cents, 27 cents. 92% yield. MSFO on Microsoft, 16 cents, 7 cents, 17 cents, 45% yield. Misty, they will split next week. They will do a 1 for 5 before the open on Monday. But they paid 14 cents, 13 cents, 13 cents, 102% yield. 102% yield on Misty. Exactly. Netflix on Netflix, 8 cents, 9 cents, 17 cents, 45% yield. Nvidia on Nvidia, 14, 16, and 16 cents, 56% yield. OARC on ARC, one of the OGs of YieldMax. They did a 1 for 5 split. So it was 7 cents, 7 cents times 5, was that 35 cents-ish? 65 declared today. So solid, 62% yield. Again, these are payable on Friday. X-date's tomorrow. So if you don't own them by now, you're not getting that dividend because it's after the close. Play-T, 72 cents, 59 cents, $1.30 today, declaration. 84% yield. Pie, they do a 1 for 5 split on Monday, this coming Monday, so it's not reflected here yet. 7 cents, 7 cents, 12 cents today. 53% yield. Robley, 41 cents, 39 cents, 70 cents today. 76% yield. Ready on Reddit, 52, 58, and now 96 cents. 90% yield. So I'm loving these. And if they're in blue here, I own them. So you know I own a bunch of these. SimC on Supermicro Computer, 19 cents, 16 cents, 21 cents, 105% yield. Let's scroll down. Whoop, I went too far. And we're at Snoy. 14 cents, 14 cents, 27 cents. Almost doubled. 67% yield. Tesla did a split, a 1 for 5. 8 cents, which times 5 is what, 40? 9 cents times 5, 45. 93 cents today. on Tesla, 83% yield. Love Tesla. It's my best performer total return wise. I showed you that in my portfolio review a couple days ago. We'll do that periodically. But yeah, and they've done 2 reverse splits. So for you that say reverse splits the end of YieldMax, no, I don't think so. TSMY, 10 cents, 10 cents, 24 cents, doubled from last payment, 51% yield. Winter, as expected, it struggled because the market's been up the last few days, which we'll take. But 84 cents, 92 cents, and now 64 cents. Still 113% yield. And it's a great hedge. And I told you before, once the market turns, and I think it's turned, it's hard to say. I want to give it a couple more days. I wanted some of the short funds, because they've been up, to come down with a bull market. I'm not going to say it's a bull market yet, but I want to start getting some inverse funds, some hedges, in case we get a downturn like we got. So that's winter. Zomo, ExxonMobil, 8 cents, 5 cents, 4 cents, 27% yield. XYZY, used to be Squee, remember that? Did a 1 for 5, was 9 cents, so that's what, 45, 9 cents, 45, and now 68 cents. So again, another big one, 88% yield. YBit, on Bitcoin, 1 for 5 split, 7 cents, so that's 35 adjusted. 6 cents, so that's 30 adjusted, and now 69 cents, double, more than double, 55% yield. YQQQ, 7 cents, 11 cents, 5 cents. Again, that's a short NASDAQ. Market's been up, the short funds will go down, as we've seen. 34% yield on the YQs. So overall, YieldMax is average of the last 3, current prices, 72% yield, almost 73%. The average of all of them. So that's YieldMax. I'm stoked about this. I also want to talk about Defiance. I know they declared some of their funds today, but I got to talk about one they declared yesterday. I didn't do a video yesterday. MST. It's a reverse split number, but they haven't reverse split. They paid 16 cents, 15 cents. I'm on the wrong one. They paid 5 cents, 3 cents, and now 14 cents. I mean, that's 5x almost what they paid last week. Average is 8, 195% yield. Will it make my top 10? It's looking like it. Depends what the price does. But I want to show you that. And some others declared today. I'm not going to go over those. I will talk about a new Roundhill fund coming. And Roundhill declared their index funds today. Maggie's tomorrow. But we got a new one. I put it in. It is UNHW. It started trading today. It's on United Healthcare. I didn't put their price in. Let's see. Started trading. Look at this. Today. Opened at 50.65. Closed at 53.03. Up $3. That's what, 6%? We'll take that. And probably a safer play. It's a healthcare company. It's not a total degenerate. But let's put that in. 50.65. 53. 53.03 was the close. And we can't put an up or down. Well, because there's no close to close. But it was 53.03. And again, Excel does not recognize that ticker yet. So yeah, I mean, that's exciting. Roundhill's doing well. They're all doing well. They're just different. Different strategies, different underlyings. You got to know the strategy before you get into these. This, again, not financial advice. do your research, read the prospectus. It tells you what it's going to do, and you can kind of extrapolate what's going to happen. When a underlying goes way down, the funds we're looking at will go down as well. Some are more capped than others on the upside. Some are more capped on the downside, like Yield Boost. They're very capped on the downside, which we love. Yield Boost, they do their declarations tomorrow. I'm not going to predict them. What I want to do is, instead of doing predictions, I want to get into total return drip versus no drip on all these funds, because I've been looking at it, and it's really interesting because you guys know I drip everything, and in some cases it's not advantageous. In others, it's very advantageous. So I want to break that down, and we'll go from there. But anyway, that's it. I did want to talk about my Soxal trade. You guys know I sold a 38.50. Can I zoom that? Yeah, we're way under zoomed here, so you can see this. Again, paper trade. I sold. Oh, now it zoomed. I sold a December 5th. It expires Friday, 38.50 put. At the time, Soxal was like 39 bucks. It was a 25 delta. As soon as the market opened Monday, the 25 delta went to 35 delta. But then it totally ran up. It opened, it gapped down Monday. We got filled at 119 bucks. And it's been up ever since, up 5.3% today. That's Soxal. It's a semiconductor bull, 3 times leverage. So we got 119 credit. We can sell it right now for 11 cents. Are we going to? No, because this is, and I'll talk about this more in the following weeks, my zero maintenance, zero emotion wheel strategy. You put a trade before the open on Monday. You don't touch it until it either expires Friday or you get assigned, and then we sell calls. And those are zero maintenance. We've got a set strike that you'll sell at, and we won't touch it. We won't roll it. We'll just, that's, for the working man's wheel or working woman's wheel. When you can't monitor it and get emotional about it. Should I roll it? Should I do this? It takes the emotion right out. So I like this trade. So anyway, we sold at 119. We're up 108 bucks. Some will say you should buy it back now, get your profits. I want zero maintenance, zero motion, because I want this last 11 cents, 11 bucks. Degenerate? Maybe. Anyway, have a great day. Hope this helps. Let me know in the comments what you think. And we will talk again very soon.